I'll see if anyone pops in. Hi. It's only a short one. Wasn't going to come on, but then I thought I would. Hi. About Brexit over here. Not that I follow it too much. Sorry, I'm just on WhatsApp because my dad has sent me some stuff today I want to show you. So some of it's got music, so I might have to... I thought I'd just put that down. Yeah, exactly. Hi. Hi. Oh, hang on a minute. Had a little bit for tea and I just don't feel hungry, which is a good thing. Ooh, 17. Hi, everybody. Yeah, well, I saw Theresa May talking, but just watched a little bit of it because jumped in there on live, watched a bit of it and was like, well, you know, we know what's happening behind the scenes anyway. But just saying. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got another one as well up there somewhere. So yes, I'll just find what I was watching because here it says Theresa May's Brexit plan rejected by the British Parliament. The Brexit deal, painstakingly agreed upon with the EU by PM Theresa May last year, has ultimately flopped as MPs said a firm no, and I'll show you that. I was just watching it somewhere because I don't normally watch stuff that she's doing because we all know she's been told something and it's just been played out on mainstream media the way she's got to do it because now we know she'll be stepping down after what's just happened because, let's see, some people might believe that, some people might not. Was it this one? Oh, switch it up again.
And controls. That doesn't show to me any clarity whatsoever in that document. And there is not even any mention of the famed...
Well, listen to how many numbers.
...that was promised
See
in
if
the
I can find it.
result of the referendum and therefore voted to trigger Article 50. So I say this to our Mr. Speaker, so the people... order. Nobody's going to shout the right honourable gentleman down, just as nobody will shout the Prime Minister.
The numbers were...
For this is an historic decision that will set...
Yeah, it is historical.
...in favour of it, and only 32...
It was something like...
This is a debate...
Take this deal because of the harm...
Can't listen to her.
Nobody's going to shout the right honourable gentleman.
You found the right one. It was something like 400 and... Hi, it was something like 430 something against 200 and something. So she's lost that. Did this one? I didn't know they called it nose and eyes.
The eyes to the right.
The eyes to the right. Sorry. Listen.
The eyes to the right, 202. The nose to the left, 432.
432.
The eyes to the right, 202. The nose to the left, 432.
202, 432. That's against her plan, 400 and odd, compared to 200 and something.
Eyes to the right, 202. The nose,
Oh, dare.
The eyes to the right, 202. The nose to the left, 432.
So, me and my dad were talking about that. That's her way of stepping down now. What's she going to do? She's going to have to step down now. They're not agreeing with her little plan that she was trying to, that she was trying to get in. you know, because the people had voted anyway. We don't want to be with the EU. We don't need the EU. We can trade with America. We can trade with other countries. We don't need the EU. We never had it before. Before we had it, we were fine without it. She's just playing out what she's been told to do. However, she wanted to sort of do it, so she had to step down for mainstream media. That's what's happening. We don't need the EU. The new world order of the EU spreading everywhere. Thank you very much. And so that was that. So I don't know what people are thinking on that. Also, so we'll just see if anything happens this week and whatever. But that's her way of stepping down. Yeah, it is, Ace. That's her way of stepping down because the Parliament don't agree with her. What was it? 200 and something want to go along with her plan, and 400 and what was it? 30 odd against. So, I think you're stepping down, love. We know what you are. Also, there was this meme my dad sent me. Oh, there's Hillary. Oh, there's Trump saving the children. Like, go when it comes out. So that was breaking news on Theresa May. So let's see where she goes along with Merkel. What else was I going to have to switch it down because I think this has got music on it. Something else. Don't know if anyone's seen anything else, but I wasn't going to come on, but I just thought, yeah, we said about John F. Kennedy, Oxford John F. Kennedy. Oh, there's this stuff going on about if anyone watches Dustin Nemo's when he said he met Vincent Fusker. He's got an open mind, but it wasn't actually Vincent Fusker who's playing AKA JFK Jr. because that isn't the right one. I think JFK Jr. was 6 foot or something. That guy was smaller. We know there's either 2 or 3. Being memey on Twitter. Yeah, oh, there's some great memes. And, I'll tell you what has been going on. I said a death. There's been a Rothschild death. Funny enough, all these deaths that are coming up that seem to be like 6'1". These are what people call elites. Is a Rothschild on, let's have a look. Yep, a Rothschild's death. There we go. Where's Ginsburg? Is, oh, Prince Harry and Lady Rothschild. Long time thoroughbred owner breeder Lady Rothschild died in London hospital on Sunday. Another one. Sorry, I've got pen all over my fingers. Lady Rothschild passes away at 83. January the 13th, 2019 at 3:41 p.m. Really? So we've had McCain, Bush, some others I think, another Rothschild, because I think one died last year with the doorknob thing in 2018. Yeah, if anyone didn't know that. It's very interesting, isn't it? And what else? There's a video, I'll try and find what it is, but I have shown these pictures before, but this picture just makes me laugh. It's on American Prophet. You really need to go and see American Prophet's last videos, and you know the lookalike of Julian Assange and Donald Trump's uncle. They're talking about, you know, Barron and time machines and stuff like that. And then this one, which looks like Trump. This guy in the blue was at a Trump rally where JFK was meant to be at the top. When Trump pointed over at this guy in blue looks like Trump. But he pointed to this guy in blue on one of the stands, if you can see. Look at his mouth. Look at his jowls. Look at Trump's jowls. Trump pointed to him at a rally last year. So I'd go over and watch, I think that was, American Prophet, JFK Jr. Returns, episode 7, because you know it's all over Twitter, and we know it's all over YouTube, PooTube, whatever you want to call it. What else? And it also says something about this thing here. John, is it Tita, was a handle used in 1999. That's the year JFK Jr. supposedly died. I'll jump in chat in a minute. By a person posting to message boards, claiming to be a time traveller from the year 2036. I think it's Tater, I don't know how to say it, said his future timeline was destroyed by selfishness, government corruption, and ravaged by nuclear war. What little remained of their technology was threatened by the looming, is it UNIX timeout era in 2038? I don't know, it's mad, but if you actually watch The American Prophet, the channel on there is absolutely brilliant. I think there was, and then people are going on, I've been in a Discord and people are going on about numbers today, and I was like, yeah, because if you only knew the magnificence, I can't even say it, you know what I'm like, then you, of 369, then you would have a key to the universe. Someone else was talking to me about that, but Trump has actually shouted out 369 in one of his speeches, and it's Nikola Tesla again, because if you don't know, Donald Trump's uncle knew Nikola Tesla and had some of his work before Nikola Tesla died. Masons use different numbers and that, and those three numbers are like the keys. But that's in numerology or or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Yeah, you know, I can't say that word properly. So there's just, I'm trying to see what I was just looking at on Trump. Don't know if anyone watches. So I haven't been on all day, and then I just had a sneaky look. I don't really believe in this time travel stuff because the devil likes to fool a lot of people. Well, yeah, and I don't believe in the devil, so it's one of them really, you know. Who knows? Who knows? Then we've got Jenny Hatch with the yellow vests. Because, you know, it's not just in France. I don't know if it's got music on it, so a little bit. Because I heard, I don't know if it was Paris or whatever, the yellow vests were going for the banks and stuff, because we all know what that's to do with. That's not the one I was looking at, actually. Hang on a minute. So I don't know what you all think about Rothschild and May and everything. Let's see if I can find the right one. Oh, I don't know if I'm looking at the right one. Anyway, yeah, so that's interesting. All good. Yeah, so I believe May will be stepping down soon, because, I mean, what can she do now? They voted against her, really, about her little way of sort of trying to get us a deal, and we don't want nothing to do with the EU. It's not that we don't want anything to do with people or trading, it's the elite side. We don't want none of that. We don't need, our country does not need to be run by another country. We don't need to be in the New World Order that we're trying to bring in. You know, with stuff they were pumping out a few years ago about, you know, because they all put it out there in Truth in Films of what they were going to do. No, they didn't know this was going to happen, did they? They weren't prepared for the people rising globally, you know, and stuff like that. There's still the age-old thing with Farage, because some people still, you know, are not for him because, you know, the Tommy Robinson thing, but he's just not getting involved with that side. He doesn't have to, because there's a lot of people who are opposed to that, so that's what he wants to keep out of. Nothing wrong with that. You know, like I said, he's friends with Trump. What more can I say? Can't really say more than that. So I don't know if any Americans run. I don't know what's happening over there. There was hi Dave. There was a video actually about what, you know. they don't put out to the mainstream media. It's a channel called The Next News. Is it The Next News? The Next News Network, I think. I do watch now and again. Debate on no confidence on May tomorrow, and then vote on her. Exactly. It should be going. Exactly, that's what I think, Dad. Yeah. And then there was this.
With you a special offer from TradeGeniusAcademy.com.
Hang on.
The council of the average family in the United States.
They don't report on this, do they?
Well, what the Democrats want to take out of your bank account, President Trump is putting in it. Yes, take a look at what President Trump is doing to the bank accounts of Americans. Jim Hoff of the Gateway Pundit reports that the average family in the United States today has seen an increase in their annual income of $3,100 under President Donald J. Trump. This is absolutely stunning. Of course, it will be absolutely ignored by the liberal mainstream media. Kevin Hassett of the Council of Economic Advisors, he's the chairman there,
Hi.
Lou Dobbs, to discuss the booming American economy. The U.S. is enjoying an average GDP growth rate near or above 3%. In comparison, a high-tax state like France only sees growth at 0.3%. And Hassett told Lou, under Trump, there have now been 500,000
Have a nice day.
manufacturing jobs created. Something
If you believe in that, God's winning
President
anyway,
Barack
so,
Obama
you
said
know,
was
all good.
impossible. And the added surprise,
Dark to
relative
light,
the
people.
GDP, is the president has delivered $3,100 per household to gross domestic income. Take a look at this.
Delivering on a blowaway economy.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the jobs report last Friday was really one of the best jobs reports I've ever seen in my whole career as an economist. And you know, one of the things that you've talked about, and really about this president, and it's something that's remarkable, is that we've now made 500,000 manufacturing jobs, right? You can remember a few years ago that used to be, if you watched the Lou Dobbs show, we were talking about how we had lost hundreds of thousands of manufacturing jobs, and that the other administration was talking about how manufacturing was like agriculture in the last century, and it was just going to disappear. But we've made 500,000 jobs, manufacturing jobs, and you know, millions and millions of jobs since President Trump was elected. I think it's like 5 million is the number, right? So, and it's having a big payback for Americans. And you know, when you talk about jobs and GDP, it can all get kind of confusing. But I made a presentation last Friday in Atlanta at the American Economic Association meetings, where we showed people that the extra surprise, you know, relative to the previous forecast GDP that President Trump has delivered, has added $3,100 per household to gross domestic income. $3,100. It's already that big. And so I think it's having a really big impact on people's lives.
Yeah. And about that on, is it Greg on Twitter, seems to be intel and says military tribunals are happening and Obama, Clinton's, etc. Twitter being run by intel. Yeah, we've said that what people don't realise is their tribunals, they said they were happening now in January. Not that mainstream media are going to report on it, but on their Twitter it may look like they're still on there because people don't seem to understand. Anyone can write on your Twitter page, "Hi Sue," anyone can write on your Twitter page. It doesn't mean it's the Clintons or Obama. When they were putting pictures up at Christmas from 4 years ago, why would you put pictures up from 4 years ago? Couldn't put any recent ones up. Why is that? Boom, I feel like putting big glasses on, big black glasses, like So when people say, "Oh yeah, but they're still twittering," is it them that's twittering? Of Elliot Gitmo. Tribunals were meant to be happening in January. We got told that. We're just waiting. So, you know, those who wait, patience. Not all this, where's the evidence and this, that, the other. Mainstream media are not going to give you the evidence until they just can't report on it, you know? Yeah, ding dong, the witch will be dead. Exactly. There's all these funny things going on. Did Bush die? Did he get sent to Gitmo? Did he have a lethal injection? Did he this? Did he that? Did McCain really die, or did he go to Gitmo? One or the other. Guess we'll find out. Gitmo, home of the evil elites. Exactly. Because their thing was Agenda 21. People saying now it's 30 odd. I don't understand how it could be Agenda 30 whatever, because it's falling down, so that's not going to happen. When they go on about FEMA camps, yes, FEMA camps were for the people. Not anymore. America, you were a massive petri dish along with other countries, but I believe America's one of the biggest ones who are testing a lot of stuff out on Americans, because what happens in America comes over here. So if they were, I mean, they do stuff all over, but I reckon you were one of the biggest petri dishes over there. Weekend at Ginsberg, yeah, weekend at Bernie's. Where's Ginsberg, people? She fell over. Yeah, then it's vaccines everywhere, yeah. But I mean, with certain other things, MK, I mean, it's all over, but I think you were one of the biggest. Ginsberg fell over, cracked her ribs, whatever. Now she's got cancer on her ribs. Now she's been missing out, so she might have to retire and step down, like Theresa May. Bit of a coincidence. Not. So, I can get more satisfaction, and I try, get more na. Yep. MK Ultra, yeah. Some people don't believe in this, but you know, if you look back in the 1940s, 50s and look back to what they were doing to people and testing people with certain things, shattering certain ways they shatter your mind or whatever, they can make you do things and split your personality from remembering stuff or making you do stuff. And my facial expressions, yeah, I am quite expressional. I'm a bit tired today. Low on energy today. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice till Dems return from the holidays in. Yeah, exactly. They're all on the holidays while Trump's been working. Yeah. Yeah, they fracture your mind. Yeah, they do fracture your minds, and they were testing out on all these, you know, celebrities, Hollywood people, and all that, thinking they're wanting fame and you know all that sort of stuff we know about. Just gonna have a quick look on Twitter because I've not been on. Hi, Black Mirror, not seen you for ages. My dad's in here somewhere, I think, listening. He was in before. I look like Pocahontas. Yeah, I've got a platin. Not seen you for ages. He's good. What am I looking at? Twitter. Santa Claus of SCOTUS on YouTube's pumping them out, little short ones. Actually, let's go over and see what he's doing. Oh, Dixie Doodle on Twitter's doing brilliant with the the speech. Today, Trump mentions 7 times or several times John Kennedy. Now it's Louisiana senator, but Q says look double, triple meanings. Oh, it was that one where I think, was it A Great Friend and John Kennedy? Melania likes watching John Kennedy. Trump didn't die, did we, John? Didn't die, did we, John? No, because John didn't die. Dems refused working lunch with POTUS today to discuss southern border. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that because I've not been really looking. But Democrats refused working lunch with POTUS today to discuss southern border. Well, that's nothing new, is it? Say these thoughts are not my thoughts to those voices in your head, peeps. Yeah. Yeah, they do. A lot of people say that. MK Ultra say their thoughts are not their thoughts. They hear something in the head. A bit like that guy who shot himself on the White House lawn whenever it was. You know, you get triggered by something, it makes you go and do something. Let's go to SCOTUS. SCOTUS. Is it this one?
A brilliant guy. He's very deceiving. My wife said, I love watching him on television. And I said, who? John Kennedy. I said, John Kennedy? I don't know. But, you know, I thought maybe she was talking about the other John Kennedy. It was a total kill on farmers, on builders, on everybody. It was a total kill. Sounds so nice. In fact, I looked at John Kennedy when I signed that. I said, John, I'm going to get killed for this one. Because what we did was take something. The waters of the United States, how beautiful is that? And yet everything inside was a total kill on you. And other businesses, by the way. And we didn't get killed, did we, John, huh? We didn't. They love it.
We didn't get killed, did we, John? What's this one?
A brilliant guy.
No, it's just showing you again, but
Very
look.
deceiving. My wife said, I love watching him on television. And I said, who? John Kennedy.
Simpsons the other day in
John
America.
Kennedy, I don't know. But, I thought maybe she was...
That's hilarious. The Simpsons in America the other day was, oh, hang on, was JFK still alive.
John Kennedy, I don't know. But, I thought maybe she was
Yeah,
talking
throw
about
Organite under
John
towers.
Kennedy.
The Simpsons. So there's lots going on. There's lots and lots and lots going on if you know where to look. It's just good. But we'll just see where this goes with May. But I believe that is her way of now stepping down, Stepping down. Hang on a minute. What about... I don't know if anyone else has come across anything. Yeah. John Kennedy's still alive. George Washington and Donald Trump are the only two presidents to lose money while in office. Washington couldn't run his farm and Trump is not allowed to run his companies. Yeah. And he knows the art of the deal as well. Put some, is it Shungite in your Organite? Yeah, I need to get one of them. I've heard a lot about Organite and things like that. News here reports Parliament didn't buy the bull. Yeah, I've just said, Donna, that it was something like, I don't know if my dad's on it, it was something like 200 and something eyes, as they call it, and 430 odd noses, as they call it, on the left, against May. So she's walking. She got told last year, basically, you can do it your way, you can put out so it looks like to mainstream media that you're doing what you're doing, but basically she's going. So yeah. So The Simpsons always had a lot of things. Remember when Trump was going up the escalators or down the escalators, whatever it was, happening now from their show years ago, and King Julian cartoon also scary the talk about me. Oh right, yeah. They did they always did on The Simpsons. Good things happening now. Yeah, kept saying last year, May is stepping down. It wasn't like we were trying to sort of say when, but we couldn't really say when. People are like, oh, you said it was this. Well, yeah, maybe we did, but we knew she's going. There is not going to be her deal. We are going to be out the EU, whether she likes it or not. But she held off Trump last year. You can do it your way. You can say what you want. You can make it look to mainstream media that those people, that this, that, and that's going on. Probably wants to rile people up. But at the end of the day, they're not going to stand for it. And that just proves today that 430 odd have gone against her. And it's not like a snippet. 200 and something and 432 have gone against her. So she'll be stepping down soon. Because what else can she do if people are going against her? She's not going to do what she's doing. Why isn't JFK Jr. coming out in public? He's been out in public. He's been at the rallies, but he's not out in public yet. If you're looking, you'll see. Because timing has to be right, people. You'll see. But if you're looking at the right videos, you're looking at the right rallies and stuff, you'll see he wanted to be an actor. Oh, he's been acting all right. He's been acting. The greatest actor, I'd say. Better than these ones in Hollywood. And he was into, apparently, stage makeup. The effects you can make with stage makeup. Because when people say, oh, is it Trump like, well, it doesn't look like him. It wasn't supposed to look like him. Some do and some don't. Sometimes it's a nose piece. We know about prosthetics and all that. He knows about that. He was into all that and he wanted to be an actor. So, I think he's been acting, people. Because we all know it's a stage show. We all know it's a world show. We all know it's a game. We all know it's a show. But what Trump and the Q team are doing is playing those gamers at their own game. Yeah, so yeah, that is what's going. I've got some of my bracelets on today as well. I know someone said they reckon there's 3 Vincent Fuskers, but we know one of them's not Vincent Fuskers. If they ever went after him to try and find out it was a JFK Jr., it's not going to be. And one of them was smaller. JFK is 6'1" or something. The Vincent Fusker was smaller. Hi. So, like I say, if you're looking at the right videos, you're looking at some of the, a lot of the Trump rallies actually, and you look at people acting weird behind Trump, you'll see, if you look hard enough and research who it actually is. Thank you. So May will go soon. Everything was for optics on the advice of POTUS exactly, or suffer the consequences for committing an act of war against an allied country through the UK intelligence service. Exactly bang on what my dad just said. That's what it was. I'll read that out again. May will go soon. Everything was for optics on the advice of POTUS. And if you don't know who POTUS is anyone, that's President of the United States, Donald Trump. Or suffer the consequences for committing. Theresa May committed an act of war against an allied country through the UK intelligence services. So there you go. Hi, is the UK going to follow through with the Brexit or not? Yeah, we'll be out of the EU anyway. We just had 200 and something and then 432 against it. We will be out of the EU because that's what the people voted for, and that is what I believe we're going to get in the end. Yeah, she was busted, exactly. People, because it's not, like I said, it's not just the UK, it's everywhere. The yellow vests are everywhere, everyone's uprising everywhere because everybody's beginning to wake up. There's more stuff to wake up to, but that side of it, people want to say the physical side, the 3D side, that side of it, the politics side, whatever, is, everyone's standing up worldwide. We know what's going on. Now we see that Theresa May is, yep, she is. She's just like, well, they're all in the same pocket, aren't they? Theresa May, Hillary, Theresa May with Merkel, and that other woman, the pictures of when they were 12 years old, people go, oh, it's just a coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence. Or they had pictures taken when they were 12 years old and they're all in office at the same time. No. And they're all going down at the same time. No. Their families are picked for the globalism, as we all know. And then they push globalism on the young generation, making it out it's all cool and good. It's not. It's your country first, everybody's country first, but we can still trade and still be friends. Why would you not do that? You want to come in? You come in, with the law, and you abide by the rules of the country. We can't go to other certain countries. You've got to do this, that, and the other. So you come in legally and you abide by the rules. Or go. Yeah, Trump, Captain America, exactly. Theresa May, she is. She can't dance. There is no coincidence. Exactly. On the queue, there is no coincidences. Nothing is random. Everything, it's not a coincidence. How many coincidences does there have to be? Let's add their numbers up. It's going to get mathematically impossible. What everyone just stands to go, oh, it's a coincidence, it's a coincidence, it's a coincidence. May had a picture taken with Merkel and that other woman, and they're all in, no, it isn't a coincidence. Bit of a coincidence that Merkel, if you put pictures of her and Hitler together, she looks like Hitler, because Hitler never died when he was meant to have. Go and check that one out. Oh, I've only got one. If May's Lucifer and she will be, well, there's lots of things going on. We don't know if people have been or they're at Gitmo or what's going on, but they did say some of them would be eradicated off the earth. So, yeah, purpose is everywhere. Yeah, things don't happen, randomly. There was a TV series in America called Finding Hitler, and they assume that he fled. He did fled to Argentina. He went underground to get... came out in, they say they came out in, business suits. They came out in corporations because that's what's been running countries, corporations and institutions and all stuff like that. That's what they did. They went into, you think that we won the war? We didn't really. They got us in a different way, in a silent war, which, like I said, if you read Behold the Pale Horse or listen to the audio on YouTube, you'll find out a lot more on that. My son's got one as well. What was Theresa May and the head of Gillett got in common? I don't know. There's a lot of You know, the elites in common, Trudeau and all them lot. Lots going on. Just have a look at Twitter. Yeah, tell us. Infiltrated each country silently, but they had help. Exactly, that's what they did. Yeah, they moved all the Nazis to America. Yes, they did. There will be deals, unfortunately. We can't hang them all. We must crimes against. Yeah, there is deals in that because I believe POTUS is make deals. You know, like you can do this, and you might not end up having this done, but we can make a deal. You can switch sides. You can help out. Blah 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 blah. The art of the deal. So yeah, but yeah, things are happening. So yeah. If I came on, what the hell would I be talking about? I'd be shouting JFK Jr. out and they won't talk about it on there. I'm not that illiterate or whatever you call it. I could come on, but I don't know what I'd be talking about. What would I be talking about? My main biggest thing is JFK Jr. I think some of you have seen my videos from way back. I don't think they talk about it on there. Daddy Dragon's really good if anyone doesn't know on We the People 24/7. I haven't been on there for ages because they don't talk about it. Yeah, Project Paperclip because Daddy Dragon is from the UK and he talks a lot about the Constitution is a solution and the Constitution over here is a solution. Like in America, you know, same sort of thing. So yeah. Thank you. This is what I tried to tell somebody about that uniting people through me talking about this stuff, even though some people think it's a bit irrelevant, but I don't. Just talk about the stuff that interests you. Yeah, I could do. I'd have to find a good time when I'm off. Not off, but I mean without my little one at a certain time. So yeah, you can always comment after. He did ask me to come on once and I was like, ah. I was like, yeah. I did it once with what's his name? The Irish guy. Oh my god, it's gone out of my head. Gran Torino. Gran Torino channel's really great. Irish. He tells you about all the people who've resigned, people who've died, all this, they've all the information on that and stuff in Ireland going on, because obviously there's a lot of stuff in Ireland going on. Clintons were involved in Ireland as well. I mean, they were involved everywhere, but yeah, great stuff. Don't know if Black Mirror can see my little John John picture that I painted last year. I'll have to get prints of that. Yeah, I could go on there. I have been on, I have been on, and I know there's a few of you off on this channel that are from We the People 24/7 Soapbox. But I don't know if they're prepared for me talking about JFK Jr. because that's what I do believe in. You know, oh, my dad sent me a picture and gone, what's he sent? Oh, Nigel Farage, what's this? A catastrophic failure of leadership by Theresa May. If she has any sense of honour, then she will resign. Go on, Farage, because that's what we're saying. She will be resigning. Go on, Farage. She knows she has to do it anyway. You want love, but you know, you're going. Yes. Antarctica, Nephilim, Fallen Angels. Yes, you're resigning. Yeah. What talk about that? I know they've talked about stuff on there. Talked about aliens, but they haven't talked about JFK Jr. Yeah, because like I said, there's all sort of stuff as well. It's just mad. I was just saying today, it's like, you know, this world's so upside down. Reminds you of Stranger Things, upside down world, but it's so interesting and unbelievable, some of it. Unbelievable, but cure. Farage, my cure. Yeah, some people don't like Farage. He's a friend of Trump's. Some of the Americans know Farage, but like I said, some people don't like him because he's not supporting Tommy. He doesn't have to. He's doing that for a reason. Playing a game. Yeah, I guess I could just waffle on. Yeah, I like to think I am. I know there's some people who don't think I am and think there's other things of the other stuff I talk about, the spiritual stuff, and I'm not, but I've kept saying this to a friend. some people might not get this. People talk about ascension and stuff like that, and you shouldn't look at the physical too much because it's not what we really are, and it doesn't really think. But I believe this time we are in now, it's both, and it's both coming in. So, like I've said, the other channels that I watch, because people say it's information, you don't need to look at information, know thyself. Well, yes, but it's a different time, I believe, and lots of people who do that sort of stuff are looking over at Trump and stuff, because I do believe if people go on about intentions and frequencies putting out to the world, and it's been revving up over the years and revving up, people want good for the world and good for humanity. If your thoughts manifest, that's what I believe anyway, and I need to do more of it myself. I'm not saying I do it all the time. Therefore, if that many people are thinking about something good coming and something helping in the form of a physical, because we are the ones we've been waiting for, then why can't it be Trump? Why can't it be the Q movement? Something had to come in to wake the others up, because yes, I do say that you've got to help yourself first. Yes, I do say that. So I'm probably a bit contradicting myself, because I need to do that for myself as well. But also on the other side of it is, I want everyone else to come along too. I want everyone else to start waking up, even if it's slightly. So then in the end, all it is about is not waking them up fully to everything. They're going to find that out. It's just waking them up. So they'll start asking questions. That's all it is. Like the Q movement means, question everything and research. You start researching yourself and just questioning what the hell's going on at the minute. Why this and why that? Instead of sitting there back and just believing what mainstream media say. That's what it's all about. Doesn't matter. Even if you get to information and it's wrong, or at least you're starting to question stuff and maybe researching and maybe seeing things out and about. Like I've said before, if you're at some rallies or marches and you're thinking, hang on a minute, that isn't what happened, then people quite calm. Why are they saying on TV that it was violent or it was this, that, and the other, when I saw with my own eyes that it wasn't, not through the eyes of the TV? Do you know what I'm saying? So, the water and rice experiment learned me a lot, how powerful I thought. Yes, and that's why I did that. Someone was saying to me the other day, I need to do more. Yes, I know I need to go in within more and keep pumping that out and keep believing it, because that's the frequency you've got to be on all the time. I was talking to this a friend the other day, and yes, it is, and it's hard, and you've got to keep doing it every day. And when you're getting when physical drags you back down again, you've just got to remember that again. I do find it hard, but I do try to be on it when I can. But I do believe there's a physical factor as well, because even if you believe in this crystalline DNA change or whatever it is, we are still part of the physical as well. So to me, we work on both. And I believe this is the first time it's happened. Some people might think, what's she going on about? Some of you know what I'm going on about. That's what I believe. And if you make your own reality by thinking something good's coming, then that is my reality. It might not be yours, but it's mine. And that's what I believe. That's what I believe. Thank you, Kate. Yeah, sometimes I don't think I'm making sense, but then everyone says I am, so people are resonating. That's what I believe. I know there's a lot more work I've got to do on myself within, as a friend helped me see that, but I knew that anyway. But also, I don't want to keep things within me. I want to share with other people. It's all about learning. It's all a path. It's all a process. I will say this because it's what I believe. Not everybody wakes up the same way. Not everybody pumps it out the same way, if you want to say. We all do it in the way where we understand it. And people can't be pushed, but I believe we all come together at the end because we are all one. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, the work is ongoing for all of us, exactly. And it always will be, because it never ends. I think once you learn something, then you learn something else. And if people want to say you're ascending or your mindset's changing and stuff, you're still learning constantly all the time. Constantly all the time. It's constant learning. So, yeah. Yeah, practicing daily prayer works, or practicing daily intentions, and remembering when you're getting pulled back in 3D to just, oh yeah, think, what was that intention? There's lots of different ways. That's why I say everyone has a different way of doing it, different way of doing it. No way's wrong, as long as it's as if the intention behind it, I believe, is good intention. Like I'm saying, I can get mad. I can be quite passive aggressive sometimes when I really believe in something. But that's not people saying, oh, it could be a bit passive aggressive, as my dad will probably know, it can be a bit like that. It might not look like I am, but I can be when I'm really onto something. But my intentions, even if words come out wrong, my intentions inside me, my heart, are are coming from a good place, if you get what I'm saying. So don't judge a book sometimes, you know. You know, either way, people might think, oh, you come across nicey. I am nice, but I can get very, ask me dad, I can get very like, oh, you know, when people aren't listening. And everybody will know that when they start waking up. Whether they woke up ages ago, they're just starting waking up, then you'll understand how frustrated some of us are that have just recently woke up. You want to shout at people, and I'm realising that doesn't really work, but that's how we all sort of do go off and then realise you just got to put them seeds there, and we all get there. We all get there in the end. Geoengineering, 9/11 force medic. Yeah, that's true. There is no spoon. So, yeah, so I guess we'll look out for the height, Dolly. What do you mean, height? Height what? Height of me? Height what? Height? Yes, I get this completely. Good. Yeah, some people say it's not passionate when you're not being compassionate, because if I get angry, it's not being compassionate. The way I might talk to people sometimes off here, I know that in myself, and I think if you know yourself, the thing is, I see a difference is if you know you've said something, and sometimes after you think, oh God, at least you know. It's about being aware. Some people aren't aware, where even if they think about it after, they're not bothered. I am aware. If I've ever upset anyone, I am aware after. Sometimes that's not a good thing, but it's all about actually spirituality means consciousness. Consciousness is being aware. Being aware. I could go off tomorrow if I wanted to, take no notice of all this stuff, and just be aware of my surroundings and go within. I want to do that as well, but I also want to talk to people on here about it, because that is just the way I feel at the minute. Oh, like I've said before, and I won't be steered anywhere else, because I'm quite stubborn like that. And like I said, if it all comes out to be a load of doo-doo, I will come on here and we'll all just have a laugh about it. I'll have to read my poem out soon again. I think I'll have to make a new one. Judge Judy. My middle name is Kennedy. Oh, well, I need Kennedy, then I'd be JF Kennedy. Yeah, I speak my mind on this. Sometimes I'm a bit... Sometimes I don't speak my mind, sometimes depending on certain things, like I can't get stuff out sometimes, but on this, I'm like, yes. Yes. That sounds a bit weird, but... So how is everybody anyway? Because I'm going to go soon. I've not eaten much today. I've just not had an appetite, which is good. I've had an appetite a bit more for fruit. Meat's just weird at the minute. Yeah. I've got told something about my passions, I don't know, but yeah. Super fantastic. Well, exactly. That's the only that's the only other thing that's quite good to say that, because some people say, I know this, you know, like don't go off your emotions because that's what they want us to do. You've got to observe. I know that, but that definitely does set us aside from the machines. Is our emotions, don't you think? Robots don't have emotions. I'm not AI, so I will have emotions. It all comes from crashing down when the crimes against children are exposed, not for everyone. Exactly, that's what we've always said. That's what Trump's going for in Q. It's about the children, and it's not going to be for everyone. It's going to be really hard when that comes out to some people. Low frequency today. Oh, you're allowed to have a low frequency day though. Mine's been pretty low today. Not dead low. It started off a bit low and it picked up a bit, but I don't mind. I'm allowed to be in a low frequency if I want to be. I've actually been watching what was I watching before? Something on Netflix called Titans, which is like superheroes, which I thought was a bit weird because it's got Robin and Batman and, well, sort of Batman, that series, but I thought Titans were giants. They're not giants, but yeah, started watching that. Oh. We are going through the galactic centre. A robot could have emotions in the future. Well, yeah, but they'll never be human properly, will they? Yeah, 2018 was a soap opera. I'm ready for some mini series. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll just say, watch out for Theresa May. I think we know what's going to happen there. I'm grateful, so I'm fantabulous. I meant me. No, that's what I meant. You're low frequency today. And I said, yeah, I've been a little bit. I was saying you're allowed to be in a low frequency. So just, that's fine. Pump it out. Watch something good. Watch something funny. You might feel a bit better. Red Blood Moon about to arrive. Oh, Red Blood Moon, because they used to be the leads, them, rituals. But maybe other rituals. Depends which one gets in there, good or bad. When your vibration is heightening, you will feel disgust at the thoughts of eating meat. Yes, well, I have been not. My mum brought down this cottage pie, and it's been in the freezer, and my son's had it, and I thought I'll have a little bit of it. I had a bit of it. I couldn't eat it. Just can't seem to look at. I had eggs this morning, but I don't know. I've had eggs on toast, a scrambled egg on toast, and some cherries. And I was meant to have a melon, which I haven't had yet. A little bit of cottage pie, and thought I can't eat it. Doesn't taste the same, tasted weird. That's all I've had, and I don't feel hungry, so. Are we all a little sad? No. No, not that good news today. Yeah, you're allowed to be on a low frequency sometimes. Maybe it's preparing you to be on a high one, so you have to have a bit of a rest till you zoom back up again. I've done a 3-day distilled water fast, then a 4-day juice fast, and it was amazing. Oh my God. I know I keep saying I need to do what I do. Maybe if I'm going off meat now that I could try, because I've not ate a lot. I keep saying I do a water fast, but yeah. Did you find yourself tiring a little bit, or could you deal with it? Mind you saying that, I've not been eating a lot and I feel fine. And my leg's better as well. So, because I had swelling on my knee. Did you have nothing but water? Ah, great. Great, Dave. So anyway. No, full of energy. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, if you haven't got a water distiller, people, I'd advise you to get a water distiller, because they are brilliant, and you'll be able to taste the difference between the water. Yeah, it is scary. Well, I don't really have a lot of milk. It's just if I have tea, because milk's like pus and stuff. Dolly, look up the Oh, thank you. Yeah, mine was about £50 off eBay. I got it last year. I've been on it since last January. Also, it's been about a year I've been on it. Brilliant. Not dead. And you can taste the difference between distilled water and fluoride water. Fluoride water is bad for you. It's disgusting. The amount of dirt that comes. Actually, I'll go and show you the amount of dirt that comes out of it, because I put it on before. Water distiller, right? It's been on before. So, that's put me off my cereal. I don't eat cereal anymore. It's full of sugar, and then they want you to have all milk on your sugar. They want all your kids to have cereal with milk. Think about that one. Paper towel. I'm going to wipe the inside out of it today. This was on before, and I will show you what you're drinking. Tap water. You ready? Are you ready? This is tap water, people. That is what you're drinking. Fluoride water. Dirt, basically. And you think you've been drinking fluoride water for years and years and years? And then you're getting things like arthritis and stuff like that because things are, I don't know, grit and dirt and that's fluoride water. Time to buck up and buy a distiller. Yeah, exactly. So when Trump's shouting out clean water and all this, don't mean it's happening yet, but I'm saying he's putting it out there. Just had a tuna sandwich with sprouts. With sprouts? Yes, it does. It does clog up your pineal gland. It calcifies it. And it shouldn't be calcified, it should be decalcified. Well, I don't know what they are in America, but I got mine off eBay over here and it was £50. And it was worth every penny because you'll taste the difference. Yeah, water distiller is the best thing I brought apart from Electra. Thank you. Yeah, they are, yeah. Stop the trails, yeah. They will do in the end. So anyway, I'm going to go because I just wanted to come on for a little bit. And I shall see you soon with whatever pops up. We'll be keeping an eye and an ear out for an eye and an ear. I can't believe I just said that after just said before. I don't know does anyone know why they say that? I don't know why they say it in the houses have come in. Eye to the right was 200 and something, and the nose to the left. Oh no, it wasn't an ear, it was nose, wasn't it? Knew I'd get it wrong. 432, or whatever it was. That's brilliant. Oh, good, you bought a new car, brilliant. I work for water plant, I don't drink it. Exactly. Yeah, tuna's full of mercury. They get us in everything. I've just bought some tuna today. You know, I know some things, but it's like, what do you eat? It's all right saying eat organic and eat this, but what do they pump on the soil and the food? So we're all like buggered in a way, but I guess you've got to sort of try and do your best. But a distiller's good. So, yeah. Night all. So I will see you soon. Yeah, and just keep looking about and seeing, and we'll just see what happens with Theresa May and all this over the next couple of days. There's my dad. Fluoride in water, chemtrails in the air and vaccines. Wonder why you're ill. Exactly, Dad. Fluoride in your water, chemtrails in the sky, and then you've got vaccines, and then you're ill. And then you go to doctors, and they give you all your meds, and then you stay ill. Just saying. Yeah. So, see you soon. Bye. Oh,